welcome to my July monthly reset. Today we are going to be creating the July budget and doing a little monthly reset to get in the mood for a new month and have a fresh start. So welcome back to my channel. Let's get started. All right, welcome to the month of July. This is my new July monthly budget that I made. I think it came out really cute. I added a couple new things since last month, so hopefully my budget template format works better this month. But yeah, we're gonna fill in today everything we expect to spend in the month of July, and we are going to try to budget things this month so that we can make progress on debt payoff and get closer to our goals. So my two main goals are becoming debt-free and also, consumer debt-free, paying off all my credit card bills, at least getting down to zero on credit cards. And my other goal is we're planning to buy a house sometime in the next year. So we want to beef up. We have some money saved for down payment, but we need to beef up our money that we have saved in case of emergency, just for any incidental purchases. Just to introduce myself, if you're new here, my family and I recently moved back to my home city after moving around to New York for 5 years and Seattle for 5 years for work. And we're back in our home city in the Southeast. We're trying to settle in and, afford a house, buy a house, get settled. We have two kids in elementary school, so we're just trying to figure out next steps, and I'm really looking forward to having some more financial stability and just a sense of peace and security that comes with not being in crazy amounts of debt. So that's the goal. So yeah, let's get started with the month of July. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in what we expect to earn in the month of July. So for my job, I expect to earn 2 biweekly paychecks. So that's $3,041.07 times 2. Oh, let me move this. It's too bumpy. So that would be a total income for me of $6,082.14. And I am not going to write dollar signs. Last time I wrote dollar signs at the beginning and it was annoying. So, okay. So that's my income. I work from home. I love my job. I work fully remote. My husband also works from home at the moment. We don't fully share all of our finances. So usually he will just transfer me money throughout the month, and then I use that to budget however which way. Usually it ranges, $1,000 to $1,500 or so. So I'm gonna go ahead. Since last month I budgeted over, this month I'm gonna budget under and just put 1,000. Just because I don't know. We'll see. It's a little frustrating how it works sometimes, but we'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. Some months he pays more, some months less. He covers a lot of things on his end. He's also paying off some credit cards on his side. He also has student loans. I don't have student loans. It's a little messy, and we don't have a good routine yet. So I'm just going to be pessimistic and put 1,000, and we'll see how it actually works out this month. I'm sorry for talking so fast. I'm trying to go a little faster because I feel like these videos can last forever, and I don't want to bore anyone. Okay, for rent and utilities, last month was $24.62.58. That includes water and gas, plus our rent for a 3-bedroom apartment. I'll put the same as last month just to base it in on a real number rather than a guesstimate. For internet, it should be $65.22. For electric, we're in the heat of summer, the hottest part of the summer. Last month it was $207. So I'm gonna, oop, my gosh, I'm gonna put, I'll put 200 and we'll just see how that goes. Might be a little higher, but I don't want to be too specific about it. For insurance, I will put the amount that we were charged last month for insurance, which was higher than I thought it would be, $391.10. I need to verify, like, is this a good amount or not? And then for phones, I think it was $160 for my husband and I. So let's add up all the fixed expenses that we expect to spend this month. So that is a total fixed expense of $3,278.90. And I like the background I put for this month. I just put together a mood board from Pinterest of things that give me the feeling I'm looking for this month. So those are the vibes. I like it. I'm not expecting to earn any other income this month either, so I'll just cross that out. All right, let's move on to debt before we get to variable. Okay, so I'm back. I had to check the balances. So these are my starting balances. So right now, adding up all of my debt, I am in a total consumer debt of $34,348, which is insanity. Most of it is in car loans, but I do have a low interest rate balance transfer card that I'm paying down from old debt, and my Amex, which I used to churn through my day-to-day variable expenses. We're still paying off the move here and a couple other things. So this one's the higher interest as well, and I'd really like to get rid of this first. I still use it for my day-to-day expenses, so the trick is spending less and paying more to pay that down. And then eventually I do think the best plan would be to put this debt on a balance transfer card at 0% and stop using credit cards and just use cash or debit to pay for my day-to-day expenses. But this is something, it's a process. I'm a little scared of it. I've been using credit cards for many years, and I'll link below my video where I talk about my debt story if anyone wants to watch the whole, like, how we got into debt, our finances over the years. If anyone's nosy like me and wants to go into that, I will post that so you can watch that and catch up. But yeah, so then let's do the monthly payments. So we're planning for the first one, the smaller car loan. The payment is $274.91. For the larger one, it's $301.09. For this one, I've usually putting 200 against it, so I'll continue to do that just because I'm prioritizing this. I'm going to leave this one blank because this will be all of the variable expenses plus any extra money. So let's add up these payments so far and see with our fixed and with our debt payments how much we have left to spend. Oh, and I'm also planning to put 500 into our cash savings. So I'm just skipping ahead. For our cash savings, our current balance is $765. I'm planning on adding another 500 here because I'm really trying to prioritize building an emergency fund. Having only less than $1,000 to cover any potential emergencies is scary. So okay, so let's budget just that amount. So we have $3,278.90 of fixed where we have to spend for minimum payments and for our debt. Let's add up $274.91 for first car, $301.09 for the second car, $200 for the balance transfer card, and $500 for savings is $4,554.90. Okay, and that we didn't include interest here, so let's add another $160 for the Amex interest, which is a lot. Let me actually go back here. $4,719.90. Okay, so let's take our income and subtract what we have here. So we have $7,082.14 coming in minus $4,719.90. That leaves us with $23.62 for potential variable expenses and debt payoff. Okay, so the plan here is really we want to reduce the variable expenses so we can use more of this for paying off debt. So let's see. Let's go into variable expenses here. So for groceries, I do expect to spend a lot. I'm going to put it at $900 again this month, but with I have a family, we're all at home all day, every day, because it's the summer and my husband and I both work from home and we don't eat out that much. So almost all of our food expenses are groceries, and we tend not to cut back too far there because it's like our one source of like, we're not going on fancy vacations or anything. I know we can cut back more, but it's, quality of life and groceries are expensive. So I'll put $900 here. Hopefully I don't blow that budget this month. For subscriptions and Prime Video, I canceled all of my subscriptions, so it should just be Prime Video. And I do have 2 channels we subscribe to on there, plus we rent videos from Prime Video. Instead of going to the movies, we tend to just rent things. So I think the new like Spider-Man movie is coming out on Prime Video this month, and I don't know, like the Barbie movie or whatever. I'm gonna put 50 here. We'll see how that goes. Furniture and decor, I feel like I'm for sure like more caught up now on this. I'm not planning to spend a lot here this month at all. I have all of the things I need to get. Will I be tempted to buy a couple more things? Probably. I do need like some picture frames, and but I was planning to just like go thrifting for that and see, because I want to get like cool, interesting ones and not just go to like IKEA or Target and buy a bunch of boring ones. Anyway, I'll just put 100 here. For clothing, we will be spending more on clothing because we're gearing up for back to school. The kids do need clothes. They are growing very quickly. I'll probably wait for like a good sale on Old Navy clothes or H&M or something like that for the kids, but I'm going to put I'll say generously 300 here for some back to school clothes for the kiddos. For gas, again, it's summer and we're not really driving much. I'll put, last month I spent 18, so I'll put 20 here for gas. For eating out, last month we spent 130. I'll put 150 so we can get 1 or 2 meals on a Friday night, but nothing beyond that. For coffee, last month I spent $12 excuse me, $12 on coffee. So this month I'll say 15 just to give myself a little wiggle room. For beauty, oh right, I was going to change this to beauty and bath, but I forgot. For beauty and bath, so it's not just beautification stuff, it's also shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that, basic stuff. I'll put, oh my gosh, I'll put 50 here. For yoga, I will be getting charged again $99 because I'm doing a 3-month thing where I get 6 classes a month, and I'm using, that's like my one really big self-care thing that I need for my health. It's like a hot yoga, and it like really works for my muscles and my back issues. So anyway, and it's great. Birthdays, my dad's birthday is this month in July, so I'll say 50. I'm not planning to get a big gift this time, but just a little something. For holidays, we have July 4th, which not planning to buy anything extra for, but I'll just say 50 to just give some wiggle room, maybe some grill out stuff or some fireworks or something. For family activities, I don't think we have any big plans this month for going anywhere, but I'll put 100 just for wiggle room. Car maintenance, I'm not planning to spend anything. I don't think we need oil changes or anything, so I'm going to put nothing there. For dog care, last month I spent around $60. I'll put 50 here. I do need to buy my dog a new bed, so my husband just bought him food and stuff like that, but he does need a bed because he destroyed his old one. And okay, for vacations, we're not planning to go anywhere, although I am tempted to, as you can see in my little mood board picture, to drive to the beach and have, it's been like storming here, and like, so summer storms are so cozy. It's like my favorite thing ever. And I'm so tempted to like drive to the beach and have like a cozy stormy beach day, and some sun too would be nice. For other, I will put 50 because I am planning probably to buy some more craft supplies because it helps me stay sane. Sorry if you can hear the leaf blowers outside. Let me add all this up. Okay, so my total variable here is adding up to $1,984. So as we mentioned here, we had $2,300 to spend and cover additional debt payments. So let's subtract that. So that means we can only make an additional debt payment of $378 onto the Amex card. Which is bad progress. But, so yeah, I'll just put that here, this $2,362 amount. That is only going to reduce our debt by a little bit. So, am I okay with that? I think for now, I'm not really okay with it. I'm not making huge progress there, and that is really annoying. I do have a bonus coming up at the end of the year, but I wanted to save that for adding to the house fund. My husband might contribute some more. Other than that, the really only thing we can do is cut back on these variable expenses, especially obviously groceries is the highest budgeted one. I feel like this month I'm being more realistic somehow, and I'm really happy about that. So at least I'm like getting more realistic, but yeah, we're only going to be able to pay down debt like 300 or so if we don't change something, which is interesting. So what should I do about that? I do not know. Obviously crack down on variable expenses. That's really the only thing I can do. So anyway, let's add up the debt payments here. $3,138.24 is what I expect to spend. And interesting. I think obviously not having an interest payment would also reduce it would help us pay it off faster. So doing the 0% interest card really does make sense in terms of bringing it down more quickly. Yeah, so then let's go into savings. Let me add in what the starting balance is as of the end of June here, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I added in the starting balance of all of my savings here. So let's add it up. So that's a total savings balance of $119,813. So let's just add in, I do kind of want to add in here, like let's find a little sticker of a house. Okay, so really these two, the stock and high yield savings, I'm planning to use for the down payment of a house, down payment and closing costs on a house. So these are my house funds. This is the kids' education funds. This is retirement, and this is just emergency funds. So I'm really trying to put money into the emergency fund, so if anything bad happens, we're covered. For the kids' college funds, they're not a priority, but my sister did give me $100 a while ago that I keep forgetting to add in. So I'm going to add $50 each. For the stock, this is up to the market. It could go up, it could go down. I still have it in the stock market, but it is, the taxes are paid on it. So it is fully cash, that it's liquid that I can cash out at any time. For the high yield savings, this should probably go up about 100 just from interest. I'll just put interest here, not payment, because it is just passive interest, the good kind of interest. For 401ks, this is paycheck deduction. I don't remember exactly how much it should go up, and also it's up to the market as well. So altogether, we're planning to put out of my cash, we're planning to put $600 into savings this month. Ooh, I love the savings goals. This is the exciting part to me. And yeah, so I think that's it. That covers it. This is our July budget. Let's see how we do. Let's try to be a little thrifty when it comes to variable expenses. Maybe I'll come in under and I can pay off more of my debt faster. As it stands, I'm probably only going to make a couple $100 worth of progress on this almost $8,000 balance, which sucks. And I need to be more creative about how to fix that faster. My husband could contribute more money. I could earn more money. We could be more thrifty. So, or some combination of all of those things can happen. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And I hope you have a wonderful month of July. Happy 4th to anyone who's in the US. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.